What is going on, everyone? DSP here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Monday, the 1st of December, 2025. And if you're wondering, why does everything look a little bit different? Why is everything, seem a little bit out of position or look a little bit like angled differently? Is the lighting a little different? Well, the answer is to all those questions, yes, because tonight I did an entire stream setup stream where all we did was hang out while I set up monitors, built this chair, rearranged lighting, and got everything working with my new stuff. Except we didn't finish because the desk isn't here yet. But allow me to explain. Okay, today was actually a great day of content. I had an absolutely great time. I hope that everyone else did too. Here's what happened. Nothing went according to plan. First off, Wings of Redemption was supposed to be a guest on the podcast this morning, but last night, right before I went to sleep, he messaged me and said he wasn't feeling well and wanted a rain check. And I said, well, I'm not going to twist his arm. If he doesn't feel well, he doesn't feel well. Let's have him come on when he's feeling better. So I said, all right, let's do it next week. And that's where we left it. I went to sleep, but I notified everyone and said, instead of that, why don't we do my first ever stream of Arc Raiders? Why don't we actually try to play this game for real and see if it's any good and see if you guys like the chill vibes of hanging out with me when I play it? And that's how we left it. I woke up this morning, said, all right, let's go to it. Did about an hour and a half hangout session with the viewers. We just talked about all kinds of various different topics. And then we jumped into Arc Raiders for the very first time. Played it for about 2.5 hours and got a good feel for what the game is. I learned all the menus, which at first had been really confusing, but now I was able to learn those menus and know what I was doing. So honestly, had a great time. And I think that the audience agreed. Like, we actually kind of hung out and learned the game. We interacted and had a great rapport. Them teaching me all the stuff about the game and me trying to learn it on the fly. I think it worked out well. In overall, views were actually quite good all day. Support, great. No complaints. First stream of Arc Raiders ever was a success. Okay. Sadly, didn't get to play with Wing or talk with Wings and hang out with him, but hopefully we'll do it next week on Monday. I'll confirm with him. Okay. Tonight, for the late stream, I didn't know what was going to happen because it depended on what showed up today. Well, everything showed up today that I had ordered on Black Friday except for my desk. That's supposedly coming on Wednesday. But hey, tonight I said, let's do a setup stream. Let's build the chair together. Let's unbox and check out the monitors. Let's get the speakers now in line working. Let's rearrange the camera. Let's rearrange everything. All right. So I just want to show you guys and give you an example of what it's now going to look like when I am doing stuff. So, for example, this is now my library on Steam. Let's say, for example, I was going to play Arc Raiders. Okay. Here's what it now looks like. You ready? This is now what it looks like when I play games. I'll just be sitting right here playing games like this. Okay. Now, this may change because this is the temporary setup. I still don't have my desk. I'm currently using two small tables. But once the desk arrives and I build it, this is what it's going to look like in general. If you don't notice, take a look at the face cam. Looks a little different, right? It's a slightly better angle. And the lighting's actually better because now the lighting will be able to be somewhere where the key light will be hitting me almost dead on. In fact, I might even improve it further because remember, this monitor I'm looking at right now will now be on an arm. I'll be able to position it nicely. And maybe I can even have the key light above it or somewhere. We'll have to figure it out. But it's an improvement. See, it looks better. But the thing was, I had to do so much unboxing. I had to do so much work to get this to work. It took all night. All right. Right now, I have a monitor in front of me that looks like a command center monitor on the Starship Enterprise. I have a million things in front of me that I can see. That's why you notice I'm looking down like this now, because now I'm not looking over there to see myself on a monitor. I'm done using that. Now it's always going to be this monitor right in front of me. And then over here, I turn to play games. This will be me reacting to stuff over here. So it was a great night. Attendance was sky high. Of course, people were laughing. They were looking at the top of my head saying I'm balding. It looks like normal hair to me. My head has looked like that for quite some time, but people making jokes because they're trolls. I built this chair with no instructions. It didn't come with them. I had to try to use a tutorial video on the internet that was an older model of this chair. So I kind of had to like adjust on the fly and figure out how to do it, which was kind of funny. Then I was, set up this monitor, and basically right now everything's working, but it's a bad setup. And what I mean by that is there's no cable management. There's stuff everywhere that shouldn't be. I have extra cables now from my laptop and stuff that I don't need anymore. So it's a mess. I'm going to fix this eventually, but there's no point in doing it now because the desk is coming on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, I will have another stream whenever the desk shows up in order to actually properly set things up in a way that will make sense. Right now, I can't. Like right now, this monitor is actually too close to me, but I don't really have the ability to push it back much further. As you can see, I'm trying right now, and if I push it back a little further, which I could, now the microphone's further away. I can't really change that. Like my setup isn't allowing me to really perfect like when I have my desk, I can just put this microphone boom arm on the desk and put it anywhere I want. In fact, I'll probably put it more like here at an angle that'll go over my monitor, but I can't do that right now. I'm limited. So it's not going to be perfect tomorrow or Wednesday. When the desk is built and we have time to adjust it, then it will be better. All right. But I hope that it still sounds good. I hope that you guys still like the content. Sorry that it's not like perfect for the next day. I'll do my absolute best and we'll go from there. Okay. So tomorrow, oh, by the way, great attendance tonight when I was doing this. Support was outstanding. I made, incredible amounts of support. So thank you guys for coming by and hanging out and supporting the fact that I was just hanging out and building stuff. That was amazing. Okay. Tomorrow, we will have gameplay all day. The first stream, we'll do a quick chill with Phil for about a half an hour, and then it's going to be Pokemon Legends ZA, continuing with the post game. We'll now have the ability to name Pokemon back again, and we're going to see what else story unlocks while we're doing missions and the like. So it's going to be a fun stream tomorrow of Pokemon Legends. I hope you'll join me for that. Then, tomorrow night, my first ever stream of Mega Bonk. I tried this on Black Friday. People seem to want me to play more of it. I said, let's give it a shot. Let's do a late stream of it tomorrow night, and let's see if it works, and let's see how you guys like it. Now, admittedly, I think it's going to be weird because this monitor is going to be too close. So all day, it's going to be like stuff in my face, and it's going to be like blowing me away. But it'll be better on Wednesday, I think, when the actual desk shows up. All right. So thank you guys. Outstanding day. Great attendance. Ridiculous support. Positivity all around. Upgrades up the butt. That's why everything looks different. And tomorrow, let's play some games. All right. Everyone have a good night. I'll see you then. Peace out.